Hey, my name is Steven, and today we will build this. We have this old glass mirror, and we need to cut it down to a square with 45 centimeters. So I measured out the height and used the plank as alignment. I carved the glass with my glass cutting pencil and hoped that it wouldn't break in the process. Then I placed it directly on the edge of the other plank to break it there. I also used a plank above to make it more stable, but I'm not sure if it makes any difference. After breaking the glass, we use pliers to remove the remaining parts on the edge. I recommend wearing safety glasses. With an old piece of wood and scratch paper, I sanded the edge to avoid any injuries. Now we repeat the whole process on the other side to get a perfect 45 centimeter square. The next step is to search for a chessboard PNG image, which we will use for engraving. Since a chessboard only contains black and white squares, we will engrave it as a vector to get the best result. To vectorize your image, go to imagr.com/vectorize. The link is also in the video description. Upload the image, make sure all the necessary details are visible, and click on Download. Now import the saved SVG file into your preferred laser program and run it. I used Lightburn and also added numbers and letters to my board, but that's optional. I removed the foil from the acrylic on the engraving side. I engraved the chessboard on cast clear acrylic and cut out a 42 centimeter square. This will fit perfectly in my picture frame. You'll get the idea in a minute. I used hardboard with nut veneer for my bottom plate, so I cut out a square with 50 centimeters since this is the outer size of my frame. I also made 2 holes on each edge to screw it down, but in the end, I figured out they're not needed since it was very stable without them. I used 4 oak wood pieces with a length of 50 centimeters and cut a 45-degree angle on every side. Now we align the pieces edge to edge and use some duct tape to fix them. Turn it around, put some glue in it, and fold it up. After we did that on all 4 corners, we used a belt and pulled it as tight as possible so the glue will work as expected. Additionally, we can use the leftover pieces from the woods to increase the pressure by putting them between the belt and frame. Now we pull the pieces to the edges and let it dry for about an hour. Removing the belt, getting rid of the duct tape, and being happy with our beautiful square frame. Unfortunately, there was a barcode sticker on the wood, which was a pain to remove, but everything worked well. I used sandpaper to get rid of the sharp edges and make the wood surface smoother. Finally, I applied some Danish oil to get a better color and make the grain more visible. Lay out your window mirror foil and place the acrylic chessboard on it. Use a knife to cut the foil to its approximate size. Remove the backing foil from your acrylic plate. I made a mixture of dish soap and water in a spray bottle. We will use this to get a film on the acrylic, which will let us position and flatten the mirror foil more easily. Peel off the foil from the mirror foil and place it on the acrylic plate. I used the scratch tool that was included in the mirror foil package to get rid of any air bubbles or folds. Turn over the plate and cut off the remaining foil on the edges. Now I will turn it over again. Make sure there are no bubbles or anything and dry it with a soft towel. That's the frame I have chosen for the top of my chessboard. The acrylic plate should fit perfectly in it. To fix the plate in the frame, I use hot glue on the very edges of the plate. This won't be visible from the top since the frame lid is in front. I used this tool to make a straight notch in our oak frame. The notch is needed to place the cable for the LEDs somewhere. Now I cleaned our real glass mirror since we need it very soon, and it will be hard to clean it later. Around the wood, I placed double-sided mirror tape, which will hold the bottom plate. If you want to make sure it won't fall apart, you can also use the 2 holes to screw it down. Remove the duct tape, make sure the AC for the LEDs is placed correctly, and then place the bottom plate on the frame. I used a small strip of double-sided tape to fix the plug on the side. Now insert your real glass mirror inside the frame and add some double-sided tape on the top of the oak wood frame. Glue the LEDs along the inside of the oak wood, preferably making 2 rounds. Finally, we can combine our top plate with the bottom part of our chessboard. I fixed the LED controller on the side of the board with double-sided tape and also the small receiver for the remote control. And yes, that's how I made a really stunning project within a few days. And with a very small amount of money. It was awesome, lots of fun, and I recommend definitely trying your own infinity designs, even if it's not a chessboard. Have a good day, cheers!